Okay, I was asked to read this statement from Deep Jimpact. My friend Jim Cookson, he works a real job, and I think it's important for him to maintain his own independence from me as an entity. And he's asked me to say, following John Nathan Cordy's latest stunt, I'm morally obliged to distance myself from, and he's called me a latter-day jazzy Jamie Cullum, which I think is fine. He says, Uggs are not a suitable replacement for slippers, and to say so, even in jest, is to make light of Nicolas Cage's entire career. He says some other things, including Until the Channel Returns to Its More Wholesome Jazz Intro Comedy, and he makes reference there to the, if you remember the old joke about hitting my fiance. He says he'll be boycotting me on all platforms, apart from Mark Kelly's Marathon, because they seem like nice guys. So in a way it's sort of rambling, but yeah, what he's saying is that he doesn't think it's appropriate to wear Uggs outside the house, and I'm inclined to agree with him, but as slippers they're perfectly functional, obviously. Anyway, what was I actually doing? So, I occasionally get asked to talk about my kind of freeze presets, which you saw me using in the intro. We'll do this without a plectrum. And so, I think this is probably one of the more creative things that I figured out in the shower, that I managed to do with the HX Stomp and the Helix, but I'm just showing you what I use it for and how to get the best out of it. So that's basically the gist of what my freeze presets do. So if you've ever used an EHX freeze or a Game Changer Audio Plus pedal, you might be familiar with this as a concept, but basically you take a sound and you bring that into the infinite, if you like, and then you can so what works best is if you play the note and soon after depress the what is this? This is an expression pedal, isn't it? If you depress as you're hitting the note, you'll get weird stuff happening, so just listen. Well, that sounds fine. Anyway, if I could have done it do it exactly at the same time, you might get some weird rhythmic stuff, although that could work too. So fairly simple. Heel down, you're not going to get any sound coming through. Toe down, you're not going to get any sound coming through. But somewhere during that sweep it'll catch whatever's playing, and then once your toe is down again you're safe to do whatever you're doing. Now if you don't have an expression pedal, what are you doing? If you don't have an expression pedal, there's other things you can do still, and that's what the mom, steri, defreeze and those things, anything with mom in front of it, is designed to work in like stomp mode, and you can do this. Basically, whilst you're pressing this button down, it's kind of listening for what you're playing. I find it doesn't work quite as well for me as the expression pedal, but they do the thing still if you're looking for this kind of thing to be able to do. So when I say in my descriptions and stuff that there's this expression bundle, this is what I'm talking about, where I've done these experiments and finally got some presets that I think work really well for what I've been trying to achieve. And I've recently started experimenting with things like trying to copy the night sky from Strymon, where you add a step filter to that, and those experiments are coming along nicely. The reason that I put them in a separate bundle is because you're going to need an expression pedal for that to work, and also it's taken me loads of time to work these things out, and I think probably there's some of the more interesting things I've done, so that's why they're in a separate bundle. The other bundle is way bigger and has all of my normal tones, you know, like artist tones like Matthias Asato, Andy Timmons, Eric Johnson, and all of my kind of experiments. And then in this other bundle you get these kind of freeze presets. And there's also some bigger freeze presets which I've done with the Helix, which kind of take advantage of this and also have some other really cool stuff going on, like you can use loopers with it and all sorts of different things. Obviously you've got more blocks and more signal paths with the Helix, so you can do a bit more with it. But hopefully, if you're looking for this kind of thing, I think I've kind of solved this as a problem, and I really enjoy playing with these presets anyway. I find it's like a perfect thing to kind of unwind with and just get some fun out, and I find it really inspiring, this kind of stuff. And I'm experimenting with some more new stuff, so like in the intro I've got both so you can increase the volume of the freeze thing with the expression pedal, so it's mixed with a momentary and an expression pedal, and it also increases like the gain, so you end up with like a slightly kind of driven but really nice clean tone. But yeah, so these are the things that I've been experimenting with, and I'm going to do more of this, but this is just explaining how these things work and how I use them and why the bundles are separate. As I say in the description, you can get both bundles together for a £5 if you want, or they're £3 individually. But yeah, there's like hundreds of presets in the first bundle, and then, you know, like 30 maybe in the second expression bundle, and they're growing all the time. But hopefully you get some fun out of these if you want to, but some people have asked me to explain this, and so that's how that works. Yeah, that's that. Hopefully that helps if you were trying to get these working. They all work in stomp mode is generally how I use them. An expression pedal is basically needed, but you can, if you don't have one, use some of the momentary ones which also do the same thing. But thank you for stopping by. If you want to like and subscribe, and if you like seeing me try out these experimental things with the HX Stomp and the Helix, I'm not going to break down exactly what I've done here because it's the only good thing I've ever done and it's my secret. Sorry. But catch you for another video soon, and thanks for stopping by.